mention, I think if we didn't mention, we might get some slack for, is literally Dwyane Wade. The only thing I think that ever knocked his game, and I think why we're both not putting him up here, is his three-point shooting.
Mm-hmm.
It's not unknown that this man couldn't shoot a three. Like he just wasn't a three-point shooter. Even if you look at him when he made a three, it looked real weird to me anyways. Like when he came up off his release and everything, it didn't look bad. It just looked like it didn't flow right with his game.
Well, and just to add, he's a 29% career three-point shooter.
Yeah, and that could also be due to him not taking that many threes and just missing. Maybe he took a little bit more, maybe his percentage would have been up, but go ahead.
Oh, he only averaged he averaged 3.6 threes a game his last year in Miami, which again, this is the era that we're in, but he never averaged, or he averaged 3.5 in 2009, but he really basically never shot more than three-pointers a game. And he never
was the year he led the league in scoring, right? In 2009.
He averaged 30 a game in 2009. So, and on top of that, his three-point percentage, he never shot. His highest ever in a season was this last season at 33%. His last season in 18-19. So he's not a three-point shooter.
Yeah, and the shooting guards we're talking about, they at least shot well into their 30s, high 30s. In threes. And I think that's what we're not gonna because he's a great post player, great footwork. Definitely, I think one of the main, not inventors, but one of the main starters of the Euro step. Like he's literally one of the people that put it into play, used it to his advantage. I think he was even credited saying that he saw Ginobili do it one time. He's like, I need to use that. And he took advantage of it. Like he was great. He was hard nosed, would take a beating in the down low whenever he go up against the trees back then. Just a great player to watch. If you ever wanted to watch someone who takes way less dribbles than what we see literally in the two guards we talked about, I'd suggest you watch Dwyane Wade. Probably one of the most efficient players as far as a 1-2 dribble, maybe a 1-2 shake and get to the basket or pull up for his mid-range. Literally great person to watch. But like I said, I think because due to him not really being a great three-point shooter, that really does affect, I think, where we rank him.
Yeah, I think Dwyane Wade is a top 5 shooting guard of all time.
Oh no, same.
I think, from a scoring standpoint, if you don't have, that aspect, if you have a weakness, and his three-point shooting was not a strength, and shooting under 30% for your career is considered a weakness compared to the other grades. We are nitpicking. It's not like he couldn't hit threes, but I do feel like that does knock him down a peg. But as a finisher, as a competitor, as an inside the arc player to just get a bucket, one of the great scorers of all time in manufacturing points. And Dwyane, what you saw it before LeBron got there with Shaq. He was a dog before the big 3 days, and I think Dwyane he deserves a lot of credit.
The Final Four.
Yeah, this dude, he's been a proven winner everywhere he's gone, since college. And it would be a disgrace to not, as I like to say, Tracy McGrady or Kobe. After that era, when Tracy went to Houston and around 2010, it was Dwyane Wade or Kobe. So we were really having that conversation when they were going, head to head in a lot of those matchups, marquee matchups, and Dwyane Wade being undersized as well. He showed so much skill. And one thing that bugs me of the recency bias of Dwyane is when he lost a lot of that athleticism. Father Time is undefeated, unless your name's LeBron James. Dwyane Wade he kept late in his career, he would come off those screens and he used to just let it fly. when he gets that little separation. And then he kept pump faking. He played with his food a little bit too much, and just instead of just trusting his game like Carmelo has in his resurgence in Portland, where, just let that bitch fly. You know what I mean? But so that's just nitpicking with Dwyane, because he would always do that damn pump fake, trying to get you up in the air and trying to kind of out trick you when his athleticism and speed wasn't, elite anymore. But no, I love Dwyane Wade, love his game.